Hello, everyone. Mantic Mystic here. Let's get you your weekly reading. This is a collective reading for everyone. I will pull cards specific to each zodiac sign, so check out the timestamps. But for now, this is an all signs collective reading, and this is for the week of the 7th to around the 13th of April. Let's see what we have for you. We'll pull cards specific to a variety of themes in your life, including abundance, relationships, well-being, all that. So we have tent stability. So travel could help you foster your spiritual life. Okay, so this is good news with family too. Something regarding your stability, your security. We do have an interesting week. We have not only is it the first full week of April, but we also have the full moon in Libra on Saturday, depending on where you are. It could be Sunday. And then we also have Venus going direct, which is the ruler of Libra. And that full moon is in Libra. So there's a lot of Libra energy. So there could be a focus on balance, relationships. All right, let's see what else we have. And next week, your weekly reading will focus on that full moon energy if you'd like to check that out. Broom, improvements. New moon, new era. So this is good news. So it really could be good news regarding some sort of relationship, something to do with family, any sort of relationship, but like balance, more balance coming in makes sense with the things I just mentioned. And then you have optimism, rainbow. So feelings refreshed. So good things coming in. This is about keeping the faith, believing in miracles. And we have owl here. So there could be some sort of warning to proceed with caution. Okay, here with the owl card. So could be something to do with rumors or some sort of misfortune, but it's like, still remain optimistic. Overall, you're making improvements. So let's see what else. Let's get one more from the bottom. You have hope, birds standing. So this is higher flight required. So all things and plans, some plans could be delayed. I feel as though for some people, though, things that were delayed are now picking up. So that's kind of like, you might start the week out with a delay, but I feel by the end of the week, things start picking up again. Energies start righting themselves, correcting themselves. Things have been a little off balance. And again, I think it has to do with that Libra full moon energy and also Venus going direct after being, in retrograde for a while. Let's use the Tarot Collectibles Spring Weight Tarot. All the decks I use are in the description. Okay, so you have the Two of Wands. And you have the Knight of Swords, and they're coming out together. And this is a pretty fast-moving energy. I feel as though for some of you, you're going to quickly go into a new chapter. So you're speeding towards some sort of new era. Now, actually, you had new era with one of these cards here, didn't you? Yeah, you did for improvements here. So Two of Wands, that's the one that kind of beckons us to go out of our comfort zone. It's like you haven't really necessarily left yet. You could be waiting to make some sort of important choice, but then it's like this fast-moving energy. There is a caution here I'm getting intuitively is that you need to be careful about anyone who's trying to rush you. Okay, there's something here that cannot be rushed, and nor should it be rushed. You also have the High Priestess, right? So as far as, broomstick here with improvements, the new home or new era in your life, this is something that comes from your intuition. And actually you're going to receive probably like an intuitive notification almost that something's about to change. And that could be with regard to your living situation or something else that's kind of big, somewhere else where you spend a lot of time. You also have the King of Cups, another very intuitive energy. This is falling under optimism here. So this is, again, good things coming in, keeping the faith. And this is about having that sort of that control over your emotions, keeping things peaceful and calm. And this is some sort of very empathetic energy. It's making me think of Pisces, especially being right next to the High Priestess card. So a lot of planets are in Pisces right now. Let's see what else we have. Let's get clarification on the owl misfortune here. What could that be? Anything more that we need to know? What else do we need to know? We'll pull crystal cards too, angel numbers, animal cards, all that. We get a lot here. Queen of Wands. Okay, so there's something about, again, you're being asked really to use that higher wisdom of your own with this Queen of Wands paired with the King of Cups and all these other, you have court cards, a lot of court cards now. 3 of your 5 are court cards, plus you have a major arcana, which is another, real focus on sort of the individual here too. I feel like a lot of you are undergoing a lot of changes as an individual. I think that for the Queen of Wands here underneath that owl, there is something again about there's a complexity here that you may or may not want to be involved in. For some of you, you can move forward as planned. Let me get another card on that. Throne, authority. Yeah, this is about you being your own higher authority. That's why you have all these people that are on thrones. I mean, you have 3 of these people are on thrones here, and this is about you finding quick success in something. And the Queen of Wands, like that is also fast moving energy. So I feel like for some of you, even though there is this delay and you're supposed to proceed with caution, it's not a complete stop sign. Okay. It's not like this, put on the brakes completely and that's it. There's something here about, nothing stopping a Queen of Wands, right? But there is some sort of, even though if there's a little bump in the road, do not lose faith. That is the whole point of this. There's a positive transformation. I just saw 555 on the timer, and that is a sign of positive transformation. You are in fact moving forward. You have the Empress. There it is. And that is a very, very fortuitous card right now. This is about creativity. Again, fortune coming in some ways because it's about your harvest, okay? Bird standing is what this is clarifying, bird standing. And that's that, again, it's a higher flight being required. So dream bigger, aim higher. You can, in fact, make these dreams come true, all right? That's what these cards are all here to tell you. You go from the High Priestess to the Empress 3. So it is about that sort of like the planning maybe with the 2s, and then moving into like weighing options even with the 2s, and then the Empress is actually about like putting that into creation there with the 3. Okay, so maybe you even are collaborating with someone, but you're in the flow here. You are making this transition happen. What else do we have? I'm getting Thomas. Nickel. They're saying nickel weight. So there's a name like nickel weight. So let's see. I guess it could be nickel weight, so there could be something like that. But so I am clairaudient if you've never viewed me before, and I do receive intuitive messages, channeled messages throughout every reading. So let's see what we have. What else do we have? They're talking about it like there's a right way. Are you going the right way? Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's just it. I think some of you are not sure if you're going the right way. Here we are back to the 2s. This 2 of Pentacles. It's like you're deciding, but you're doing a good job with it. This is focus. It's like you're focusing on the right things here. Where your attention needs to be, you're facing this. You're facing something like head on. You're trying to sort something out. I want another clarifier specifically on that, please. Thank you. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. So you are going to get that clarity. You're going to get that opportunity. Now, aces are 1s. So this could be a new beginning. It could definitely be a new beginning, a start. And I feel like what you're trying to figure out does have to do with the new beginning. And if you're going in the right direction, I do feel again that you're going in the right direction. I really do. I feel like for some of you though, you're wondering if you have the energy or if you have what it takes to make something happen. Looking at these cards, I feel you do. But then you have the 3 of Swords here. I feel like for some of you, there needs to be some daily routine habits or something that need to be improved. All right, there's something here. There's something even about like muscle, like develop, like exercise. Okay, so they were just giving me like muscles matter or something. So you're gonna be called upon to be strong. You're gonna need energy for whatever this next chapter is. And I think for some of you, you are recovering. All right, this could be some sort of emotional recovery too. The Magician here. The Magician has. It's also 1 in tarot. Again, new beginning, new start, maybe doing something on your own. But this is a very much like, you're the authority in your life kind of energy. So you have 1, 2, and 3. You have the first numbers in the, because 0 doesn't count as the Fool. The Fool is the Fool, and it's the only 0 in the tarot. And so that's a whole different story. That's numerology in tarot. But anyway, my point is you have all these, you have more 1s here. Okay, so you have the resources you need because look at what Magician has. They have all 4 aces, and it's about you bringing something down from this King of Cups, watery, maybe dreaming kind of energy and how something feels, giving it a practical plan. Look at all the growth around the Magician and also the Empress. And that's not just in this deck, that's in general. They have a lot of growth around them, as does the Queen of Wands. So this is a very fertile time for you. It's you're planning your harvest. You're planning how you're going to get this harvest to come in. And I do feel that it is coming for you. Okay, but I do see there could be some stress and worry here. All right, the stress and worry keeping you up at night. 9, the nightmare card. Something's coming to an end for some of you too, being a 9, close to completion there, and it feels as though something needs to come to an end in order for you to have that new start, that new spark of inspiration. For some of you, you're going to be going on your own. All right, because we have this black wolf in the background here with the Ace of Cups here. All right, you have again another possible start, or you could actually be having you're feeling because Ace is having to do with feelings and intuition and creativity, or I'm sorry, Cups having to do with that. You could be having like a change of hope, or a change of emotion, or a change of feeling, change of heart. About how you're doing something or how you're going to make something happen. But it does lead to more hope here. There are 5 little birds here, 5, change. I feel like for some of you, you just need to have more stable footing before you go and make a decision here with the 9, the Emperor, the Hermit. Virgo energy. I feel like you're shining that light within about how you're going to make something happen. Like there's some sort of like, almost like you're looking for the answer. You'll see that the light is casting sort of a keyhole shape. And I feel like you're going within to find the key to something, to find that, again, you're being your own inner authority here. All right. That's what I have for that. I'm also getting a name like Whiskers. Oh, wow. You also have Justice here. So Justice is what's actually clarifying the High Priestess. I mean, you have a lot of really, like, you have aces, you have court cards, you have major arcanas, you have a lot of cards that are whatever this is, it's a big deal. It is like you getting clarity here. You're seeing 2 sides, because the Justice card is another 2 in tarot, and it can be about finding the balance, finding the harmony with something. You've got dark and light coming together, merging. You have something about also, I feel with Justice and High Priestess, generally they're both cards where either Justice is blindfold and High Priestess is like eyes closed. And I feel like, again, it's going within to that higher wisdom, that authority. You're going within. You're seeing things from a much higher perspective. We go right into optimism here. Let's see what we get for this. Pay attention to numbers too. There is something here with you with numbers, with also taking a stand. Some of you may need to take a stand on something. And you have, the 8 of Cups. So the 8, this is about you, walking away from something that is not fulfilling, because it's emotionally probably tapping your energy, draining you. This is with the Cups here, all standing here, and you're moving away from, it's like taking the emotions out of something in a way, and deciding that, actually, and generally the 8 of Cups, I think it's the only card in tarot that has an eclipse, and the eclipse isn't here. So I feel for some of you here, maybe you've put off eclipsing something or someone out of your life. I believe that the 8 of Cups generally has that. I think so. Anyway, let's see what else we have. Again, it's that seeing both sides of something, or like you're measuring results. Page of Cups here, using your creativity, figuring out, what you're going to make of something, or are you going to make something? Are you going to make it? The Page of Cups can have to do with, some sort of happy surprise, or a new love, or invitation. It's that kind of dreamer energy in you, and it is tied into creation, which you then move into the Empress and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there it is. And then you have the 10 of Cups. That's your final card of the tarot cards right now. And there it is. It's like everything you wanted. And it is emotionally fulfilling. Okay. This is something where it definitely, with all this water energy that you have a lot of, like heart overhead. Sometimes we have to use our head over heart, but in this case, I feel like you're going where your heart's calling you, where your heart will be most happy. You're going towards what makes you feel good, right? And not short term. I'm talking about long term, because you have 10s here. Okay, you have 1 10 at least, and that's your ending card. So I feel as though this has to do with, you you really coming to terms with some things that were unstable in your life here. You had 555 come into your reading, and I just want to get the card for you so you can see it. That is a sign of transformation. So, and it is like, yeah, you can expect the unexpected, but you know what? That might actually be a good thing. Okay, it might be a good thing. Some of you are going to be like, oh, good thing I such and such. 555 would be 15, 1 and 5 is 6, and that is a number of harmony. So I feel like for some of you, this whole reading is about how are you going to have that heart harmony, that inner harmony. I keep getting names like Lorelei and Lisa. I'm getting a few names here that just kind of want to come through. So there they are. Those are some of the names. Let's get some stargazing oracle cards as further clarification for this reading. They're talking to me about my guides. When I say they, I mean my guides. About like you need to showcase your talents better. You need to package something better. You need to do more of something too. There's something where you could be like sprucing something up or putting something online or sprucing something up that's already online. So there is something here about that. There's also something here coming in about documents being signed. Let me get a card on that. Friendship here, teapot. So interesting and joyful news. Some sort of well, they're saying moments of solitude, so there could be something about moments of solitude giving you that like serenity and peace that you're really seeking. What else do we have? You have scales, verdict. Yeah, so some sort of legal matter. I mentioned documents, so you could get something as far as justice, something that reestablishes balance and harmony, even in society, okay, or in a friendship for you, some sort of important relationship. Again, makes total sense with Venus and Mercury is now coming out of retrograde as of like you seeing this reading, okay, today or tomorrow, depending on when you see it too and where you are in the world. But there's also, I'm getting the name Austin and I'm getting Julia, okay, so those names may mean something to you. I could be getting Kermit too, like, so maybe like the frog, I don't know, but frogs are coming in, and that could be that could be a good sign. Abundance, leaping forward, going forward, getting to the keys to a business idea. Even there's something here about you getting a missing key for some of you. Sometimes some of you need to know you are that missing key. You're already the star. You're the star. So like you're the missing key. You need to step center stage. You need to get on. You need to. It doesn't have to mean you have to be in front of a camera. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying you have to go ahead and be that driver in your life. That there's something here about your true calling. You're being called to step up. Just to really put some, you have people hold you in high regard whether they tell you or not, so that's also coming in too. Also, a lot of you have just heightened sensitivities here. It can have to do with the lunar eclipse, and now that we had a solar eclipse, and now again what I was saying though is we have Mercury going direct now, and then we're going to have Venus going direct, and those are, think about it, Venus, ruler of Libra and Taurus, and energy of the Empress card, which you have in your spread. This is relationships and balance and partnerships and harmony, and Mercury being like communication, and so, and among other things. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm just giving you sort of an overall sense of the importance right now of having just come out of eclipse season, which the energy is with us for 6 months still. Okay, we haven't even had we still have to have the full moon of this eclipse, of this current eclipse cycle. So we're going to have full moon of this new moon, which was an eclipse, solar eclipse in Aries, and then we're going to have the full moon in Libra. And if you have Libra in your chart, you may want to check out Schoolhouse Intuitive, which is my original channel, and I do several readings a week for Libras. It's a much more established channel. This one's still pretty new, but anyway, off track there. But you have a couple of Libra cards here. You have Justice, you have Empress, which is shared with Taurus. But this Libra full moon is going to play and it's going to really matter. You have scales here. You have, again, the high priestess with justice. I love seeing that. A lot of twos. Again, something being made right, balance being restored. And I feel like for some of you, you are going to finally feel a sense of justice for some. Okay, not for everybody. It's a general reading. Only take what resonates. But the harmony is restored. There's something here about like order and balance and harmony being kind of restored now that things are going direct with partnerships, planets, I mean, with partnerships and relationships and again, balance, harmony, all the things you think of when you think of Libra, right? Let's see, Libra, yeah. Love, balance, grace, truth, charm, partnerships, aesthetics, peaceful diplomacy. There's a Libra card. I have it out because I'm about to do a Libra full moon reading for the other channel. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot to be said about this energy, and these energies finally, coming out of retrograde, and they're gonna feel better. I feel like a lot of you, you're going to feel better. Let's go ahead and get an empath empowerment card for you. Just some general advice for spirit here. A lot of you are empaths, and these cards, these are by Judith Orloff, and they have a really good advice. Let's see. You have restore yourself with alone time. Take a break from the busy world. Replenish yourself in the stillness. Meditate, stretch, nap, garden. Do whatever quiet activities your spirit yearns for. All right. So if this week, by the way, folks, is feeling, still kind of off, or, you're just things aren't like going as smooth as you'd like, give it a little more time, because again, Venus hasn't gone direct yet. And we haven't had that full moon where you can, you'll be able to maybe release something during that full moon. So give it, I feel like next week you'll be feeling a lot better. But for now, this is like, just know that you can handle this, and the energies are shifting. So please do hang in there. Let's see. Release shame. So if you've been ashamed for being sensitive or anything else, tell yourself, I'm ready to release this shame. I'm a lovable, caring person. Hey, that could even be like some sort of full moon, mantra or something, if you're thinking about releasing something. Interesting. I just said release with that full moon, and then you get that card. So pretty cool how that works. All right, let's look into relationships, since this is about any. It doesn't have to be romantic. Let's see. Look into relationships for you for a moment here. You have coffee cups, so healing begins with an honest talk. And you also had teapot, so you may be going for coffee or having somebody over, or having a drink with somebody about something. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be non-alcoholic, right? Cassette. So this is about something's going to take some time to grow, especially if you're, if it's new, or if you're healing something. There can be a new start. There really can be a new cycle. You have in the air, so the situation could still feel undecided. Absolutely. But there's true gem. There's a connection worth saving. For some of you, there is a connection worth saving. Let's get off that topic. And then you have, for some of you, there is something where it's over. Okay. I specifically said, let's get off the topic. I wanted a different scenario now, because not everyone's going to resonate with the connection worth saving. And then you have, for some of you, there is no next time. For some, it's like, it's just, there's no second chances with something. There's something that's too late. Okay. And there's like coming to terms with that. So no actions being taken. And that is, in fact, if somebody's like, if there's no action being taken, that is kind of it's not action, but it is like sort of that's the decision, so like inaction can speak volumes, Finances. So prioritizing money over love. This could be you or them. Okay. So because someone could be career focused right now. Apology. So you could be getting some sort of apology coming in, or maybe you're wondering if you should extend yourself. Okay. So then we have our three more. Epiphany, manifesting, and ascending. Oh my goodness. Look, this is a whole other topic. So the answers will come to you very soon. Something's coming in very soon. A manifestation of yours is coming in. And this is tied directly to a new chapter in love or relationships, or relationships with ascension. So we have good news for some of you. Some of you, there is an ending. Some of you, there's a big focus on money. That could have been an interference in a relationship even. Or also they're getting like one person doing most of the work. All right. So, but I could be connecting with any sort of relationship, partnership, not just romance. Let's look into money matters though. Money matters. What do we have? You have success. You're on the right track. So this is victory. So again, hang in there, because you are in fact on the right track. You have this positive transformation happening. You are on the right track. Flashback. It's okay to revisit the past, but I will say, with caution, maybe just, to get some closure or to revisit a lesson, but not to like have to go through it again. Right. Maybe that's something you want to clear out actually with the new moon, with the full moon energy. So you have, transforming the situation here with alchemy. I'm getting something, somebody could be prying into your relationship, and that could be testing your patience. I'm getting that. Okay. I'm also getting Scorpio energy, which could be separate. So find your true passion here. Follow your heart. Don't settle when it comes to, again, like any area of your life. What else do we have? Step by step. Your efforts will, in fact, pay off. Okay. Some of you have something to do with music. All right. Career in music, maybe. All right, so let's see, what do we need to release? What could be blocking us? What's in the way of our harvest or our transformation? There's one card. Let's get another one. I'm getting something too. You need to know it's never too late. So stop thinking you're too old. All right. We have wasting resources. So evaluate your resources. You could be not using your resources very efficiently right now. So this is about you having all the tools and resources to advance in life, but you need to use them more effectively. So think about magician. Okay, they know not only do they have the tools, they know how to use them, how much, how little. So that's about knowing how to use your resources and getting the most out of them. And then there's blocked, and I can hear it now. I can feel people going, well, I don't have resources. It's not hard to manage them when you don't have any. I'm hearing that. Think of resources not just as money too. It's not just money. Okay, this is about time, effort, energy, those sort of things. Your health is a resource. Your health is probably your number one, right? All right, blocked sacral chakra possibly. So you could be experiencing a lack of energy, creativity, or feeling manipulative. So unblock that second chakra. Okay, so balance your sacral chakra for optimal creativity, pleasure, and emotional expression. You could use crystals. You could tap into your creative side through any sort of any expression where you feel creative. For some of you, it could be baking. It could be, I'm getting something about gardening or plant care. There's lots of different things. Anything you make, anything you create. There's a card wanting to come out. Oh, what do you know? It's moon. Okay, so this is about comfort, the past, mothering the soul. Or mother / the soul, instincts, habits, feelings. So some of you may be really needing to kind of, I'm getting for some of you, like letting something go. There's and also like letting go of the need to be the hero and rescue people. That's coming in intuitively for some. All right, let's get a crystal of the week. Maybe a couple, actually. There are other ways to unblock chakras. So just look that up online, find a trusted resource. I don't have any specifically that I go to. You would just have to do an internet search of your own. Let's see. What do we have here? Somebody is a Def Leppard fan, either you or someone in spirit. Okay, you have rhodochrosite. So remember your worth. Absolutely. Not everything you hear is true. Not even the things you hear in your own head, in your own mind. What else? Carnelian. Feed your creativity. Now, this is a great crystal for your sacral chakra. The orange, anything orange is going to help with your sacral chakra, or maybe just even wearing orange or eating more orange foods. Okay. So one way you can start to unblock chakras again is like surrounding yourself with that color of the chakra. So learn your chakra colors. That's like a very simple way for somebody who doesn't really know anything else. Okay. So, or somebody who knows, but that's something that they practice and that they do. All right. Let's see what else we have. Pyrite, let the money flow in. Yeah, it's about you unblocking your creativity, but not just that. Again, it's putting yourself out there. Remember your worth. Like if other people can do it, so can you. Okay. So we're going to move those up. Now we're going to go into the portion where we go over each sign. So we're going to go through the zodiac. We'll start with Aries. Aries will get a bonus card since it's still your birthday season. So we will start this at, let's see, what is it on the timer? 28. 35. Okay, so by the way, if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Makes a huge difference. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get you an animal card and then an angel card. So this is the Power Animal deck by Britta Bowman. What do we have for Aries, please? 2 messages. Oh, you have Giraffe. So trust in your ability to see things from a higher perspective and navigate life with foresight. And next you have from the Maruka X. It's an angel deck, but there isn't a name. Here's the back of it. Okay. This card fell out actually. 71, joyful times. You may resonate with 71. So a celebration's coming up, a wedding, a proposal, a birthday. Yes, it makes sense. It's your birthday season, or some kind of achievement. So this will be a wonderful time in your life. So if you get invited somewhere, you may want to go. All right, now moving right along to Taurus. We're going to just take from the top. You have hyena here. Laughter is your strength. Even in the darkest of times, your light will dissolve all negativity. And then you have card 64, good news. The wait is nearly over. Expect to receive news to an important issue that will have a positive outcome. And Gemini, you have coyote. Trust your ability to adjust to life's changes. Your quick thinking will solve any problems. This is very relevant for you, Gemini, because you are, in fact, one of the mutable signs, and they're known to be able to adapt. So adaptability is a strength. And then you have card 10, renew the heart. A relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. Reconnect with the one you love and recall what first brought you together. Now, you could be reconnecting to decide to part ways too. I just want to point that out because we did have that in the energy too, where some of you you're going to decide to, that something is over. Okay. So that's just for some of you. And for others of you, there is a connection worth saving. So that's the thing with the general readings, right? Only take what resonates. Cancer. You have meerkat. It's time to be with your people. Stand together, watchful and united. You're not alone in this. So cute, these cards. And then you also have take a risk. So maybe you don't like being around people, but it's like taking a risk. Maybe not that you don't like it, but you're not comfortable maybe. But card 25, take a risk. So overcome the fear of taking a risk, and your bravery will be met with a reward. Let your intuition guide the way. Maybe seeing hawks, they're telling me. All right, and Leo. Crocodile. The most profound transformations often occur in the stillness and quiet moments. Have patience and let yourself receive, Leo. Let yourself receive. Okay, this is card 43. When you step into the space of receiving, it allows you to be open to the unexpected sources that add joy to your life. And Virgo. Oh, you actually get a bonus card here with this. I have to do a bonus card for Aries. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, take pleasure in the things you do with Sunstone. And your angel card is take initiative, card 17. So star card energy. Waiting for things to happen will not work. Make your own way forward to put yourself in a position to win. And then you have hair. Oh my gosh. Nancy T. Can you believe this? You have 17 star card. Sunstone. Take pleasure in what you do. I mean, you got a bonus card too. And then you have hair. I mean, I know I can't wait to read your comments on this. All right. Anyway, I'm doing a shout out to a big supporter of the channel. So anyway, trust in your ability to outpace obstacles, whether they're physical or mental. Hair. So remember, take initiative and trust your abilities to outpace obstacles. Okay, with hair, you are supported, you're divinely guided. Libra, Kingfisher, embrace moments of quiet reflection and meditation to connect with your inner knowing. Did you have this recently? I can't remember. And then you have good luck, card 30. Your angels are sending you a lucky break. You're about to step into one of the most prosperous and abundant chapters of your life. My goodness. Again, if you're a Libra, check out Schoolhouse Intuitive. That's the Libra channel. Okay, let's get a bonus card for Aries. Lion. Lead with your heart, protect what matters, and fearlessly pursue your noble purpose. Bonus card for Aries. Okay, now we're going to do Scorpio. Rhinoceros. Protect your well-being and stand up for what you hold dear. Embody the warrior within. And card 66, old bad habits. Habitual responses from the past are overriding your new good intentions. Leave something greater, or love something greater than a habit. It could be an old way of thinking, even. It's hard to get out of those patterns, but you can do it. Sag. Whoa. Komodo dragon. Forge ahead with patience and calculated precision. You're destined to win. And Sagittarius, you also have card 48, Angel of Dreams. Angels have been working with you during dream time by giving you important messages to help you with your situation. I'm getting number 31 as well. And we're going to shuffle these up just a little bit. And Capricorn, Panda. With your positive attitude, you can unlock an inner and outer peaceful sanctuary. And card 12, keep exploring. Level up your expectations and don't settle for what you already know. See how you can improve your life. There it is. Aquarius, raccoon. With determination and resourcefulness, you can now create your dream scenario. And card 2, live differently. Real progress calls for not just new thoughts, but new patterns and doing things differently to make the journey more fulfilling. And last but not least, we have Pisces. Wombat. Pay attention to details, invest your time and efforts in your creations, craft beauty and magic. And card 32, nothing is missing. Make what you have enough and truly appreciate what you already have. Find peace in the present moment. That is what I have for you. Please do like and subscribe. It really does help. And thank you so much for being here. Wishing you a fabulous week and a very happy full moon in Libra.